it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in the house had something to do with this. He shared a lot of alcohol at his place. Yo, okay. So now I gotta go down to the card room. I'm only terrified because I hear noises. Like stuff's going on. Just go. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Never look back. Bum bum bum. Never look back. Bum bum bum. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. The key card I found seemed like it worked past to this reader. So did I use the key card? Well, duh. Why wouldn't I want to go through this door? There's the killers behind here. Should I check the power real quick before I do that? I'll check the power room before I explore anymore. Just because that was something that I wanted to explore since I had all the power on, looks like. Alright, down. And it was over here, I believe. All the power's on, so it's... With the power box working again, the door was unlocked. Did I go through? Yeah, I did. What is this? A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. One I have? Probably. My foot hit the wet ground as I exited the factory, and I almost slipped in the muck. It sent a jolt up my leg, and the pain made my eyes water. In the dim light, I could see a darkened path before me. I didn't recognize it, but I hoped it led somewhere closer to town. I wanted to get away from that dead guard, and maybe whoever killed him was still around. Just imagining that made my back tingle like someone was standing right behind me. Who had gone through these lockers? What was anybody at all doing in the old plant? Maybe I thought Norman would have an idea. His store wasn't too far down the main road. I had traveled long enough by myself. It was time I found some help. Yeah, alright. So apparently we're gonna get Norman. What's this? A rusty old truck had careened off the road into the guardrail. Its front was crushed and its windows had all been smashed. Judging by the rust, it had been there a while. That does look pretty old. Why would nobody notice that? Seriously, I'm sorry if I'm gonna walk by a building, I see a crashed truck. I'm gonna see what the hell is happening over there. Now what? What is that? Dumpster? Dumpster? The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It's my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Yes. I thinned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. I wonder if that truck was actually ours and we're dead. What kind of twist would that be? It sounded like it was going to start raining again. Okay. I entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet except for the faint sound of a television. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. So, 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Had to take a quick potty break. Let's get back into this. Back into upstairs. And a door. Let's go up first, I'm guessing. There we go. Sounds pretty creaky, his floor. So I'm not really 100% on his house. Oh, what's this? What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on the rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing there? Sorry, bro. Pretty sure she's cheating on you. There was a well-maintained gun cabinet here in Norman's room. I didn't know much about guns, but it looked like it kept a few hunting rifles and maybe even a few pieces that he shouldn't have. One of those guns was missing. That one I found? In that cellar place that I didn't want to grab? I should have grabbed the gun. My god, what's wrong with me? Oh, sorry, what was this? What was this? It looks like a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. I wonder if it was leading. Did I pull the chain? Yes. I gave the chain a single tug and it simply folding ladder to the attic popped down. The television still flickered, some in the separable channel. Was Norman? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker and one of my few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in his blood. It looked like he'd been killed trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have her coat? Norman, maybe you deserved better. You probably did. Did I close his eyes? Yes. Closed his eyelids down, shuddering as I did so. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or if I just couldn't stand to think any more about what was going on. Little of both. Probably. Table? I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there was water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. So I'm guessing Rachel was here. Kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yes. Found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it. I'm gonna look a lot more now, I think. Alright, so now let's go up to the attic and see what we got up there. Here we are. That's just the ladder. Look, the same strange hooks from down in the cellar. Box. This was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? Of course. I opened up the old cardboard box and wasn't entirely surprised by what I saw. There were more of Rachel's things, more of my wife's clothes, photos, shoes, even that old radio I gave her. Why, Rachel? What were you going to do here with Norman? This just seems like I'm the complete murderer and I killed everybody. Or that's what I'm going with right now. That's my guess. Is that I murdered everyone. Because it seems like Rachel was cheating on me. That seems kind of obvious right now. Let's go over here. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. Oh, so I did grab stuff. That was good. The general store was small, but it was clean. Had the usual things. Postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel was usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. Alright. Fair enough. What is this? The icebox seemed to be unplugged. Must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. Only half? Various postcards from the area, mostly from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. Alright, so the water tower is pretty old. I was already up there once. The night continued to take horrible turn after turn. It'd been a week since I'd last seen Norman, but I find him like that. Who could have done that to him? Seeing that dusty box of old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there? What was Rachel doing at Norman's place? I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. Yeah, alright. What's this? It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. Yeah, okay. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. You could have just labeled them. Alright, apparently it's my house. Not my house. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. Got a box. Neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? Yes. The envelope was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. Took a deep breath and tore open the package. The letter read, Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out away from you. Both, I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him, Norman, so don't you think you can hold that against me. I'm going to tell him and get past it. Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. So she was cheating on me. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. Okay. Anything this way? Nothing. Let's check. So I entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. So I am home now, at least. Alright. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. Well, here we go. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing. Ragged and strained, I flickered the light switch by the door. The power was off. The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. Alright, time to go down to the basement probably and turn the power back on. That's what I'm guessing. We're upstairs. There's a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills, but there was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes. I ripped the bill open and read it.